You're, of course, you're Nigerian. I wanted to ask if you were religious.
Religious as I
Like, do you
support all
practice?
tradition.
Yeah,
Okay, come on.
like, are you a Muslim or a Christian, or would you associate more with your roots?
Yeah, I'm a Christian, and I also associate with my tradition. I'm a traditionalist.
Okay. How do you
Yeah.
do both when, like, the tradition does not really box you, but for Christianity it kind of box you when it says like Jesus is the only way. So how do you do Jesus is the only way with your tradition as well?
Okay, God is one God. Okay, we only have one God. So, and every tribe has their heritage tradition. Are you hearing me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I believe in my tradition, which is our inheritance, and I believe in God. Do you understand now? Yeah.
Yes, I do. So you're saying let's look at pre-colonialism now, before colonialism. You're saying the people in the region we now know as the East, that is the Igbo people. You're saying that is pre-colonialism. You're saying when they said Chi, because people had names like Chi in your names
Bro,
before colonialism.
wait. This is not why I came up this morning. Okay, I don't want to talk
You're
about
not
what.
comfortable. You're not comfortable
No.
having a conversation on religion.
It's not like I'm not comfortable. I don't like to discuss things about religions and traditions like randomly. I don't like to discuss it. Yeah, of course. Okay,
Okay, but let me just ask one last question, then I'll let it
move
go.
on, move on, move on,
The
move on.
last Just one last question so that I understand you. So I wanted to ask, like, before colonialism, the Igbo people, of course, had a god. There was Chi in their name. So are you saying that God is the same God with the Christian God? Looking at characteristics or looking at what the Bible says about the Christian God and what the Igbo people describe their gods as, are you saying is the same deity?
Yeah. Of course, they are the same. Do you understand? There is how you communicate God. In this modern world, we go to churches and communicate like a kind of place that is meant for worship, right? We all gather there. Then in the days of our forefathers, they also have where they also gather to pray to their God, which is God. Do you understand? Yeah.
I understand you.
So
I understand you, and I'm very happy that you did not let go of your traditions because that's basically that's what impresses me more because like it's okay to do both, but I like that you are also doing your tradition. But I'll just say this though. You can think about it during the course of the day. It's not the same God. Yahweh, the Abrahamic God in Christianity, Judaism, is definitely not the gods Africans were worshiping before colonialism. This is something I'm sure your Christian friends would say to you as well. So I'm not saying anything, but I'm just trying to say that I like when
sorry.
people
Repeat
like
what you said again. Repeat that thing you said. Let me understand it very well.
the god or the gods that Africans or the Igbo people worship before colonialism is definitely not the Abrahamic God Yahweh, the God found in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. So it's a different idea of God, different characteristics, just different gods. And I know that what keeps the world peace is that there is only one God. Whether I do this or that is one God. I get that that is a very that's a good this thing as well, but there are different gods. There are different gods. That is why when colonialism came and these Abrahamic religions came, our ancestors had to denounce. You see, when you said your ancestors, rightly so, they had a place where they, did their worship to their gods, but they had to denounce those gods to take on the Abrahamic God Yahweh that you call in Christianity. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you very much for your education. Okay, I love the fact that you could educate me based on religion. And
Thank
like
you
I said
very
it
much.
there, I don't like to discuss about it because I don't know much about it. I wouldn't say I know much about my tradition. There are so many things I still don't know. Do you understand? Likewise,
Yes.
God that we also have. Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't know about God that I can still be taught of. Do you understand now?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'll
So
encourage you to learn more about your traditions as well. If you have kids, let's teach them the language, what we were before colonialism, basically our mentality before the whiteys and all of that. It's important to pass that to the next generation as well.
okay, now I want to ask you a question.
Yes, yes.
Do you believe in Christ?
No, I don't.
What do you believe in?
uh, by belief you mean a religious belief? I don't hold any religious belief. Christ, by Christ you mean Jesus? I would go with historians that say Yeshua probably existed, but he was a human being like you and I, which means I don't believe that a God impregnated Mary to birth his son. I don't believe him as a divine being. Looking at historians, they would accept that okay, Yeshua existed, described like this, but he was not a God or a son of God. So I don't believe in him in that sense.
So what do you believe in?
Yeah, I just said I don't have any religious belief. I don't believe in all the 4,000 gods out there. From those 4,000 gods, Yahweh is included, the African gods, as many as they are, included, all the different gods worshipped by people alive like you and I today. Like, for example, if I bring my Asian friend that is religious, their idea of God, they would definitely tell you that no, their God is different. So different gods, I don't believe in any of them as this thing. But if you're asking me if I know if there is a creator, I don't know that. I was not there when the
Do
world was
you do
created.
you do you do you practice Christianity or
Yeah, that's what I'm
any
saying.
type of
I don't practice any religion. I don't believe or hold any religious belief. What that means is I don't pray. I don't do the rituals like body of Christ eating, rituals like fasting, and all the different practices and rituals in Christianity. I was born into a Christian family, but for some years now, no, I've not practiced or believed in any religion.
well, I would like to talk more about it. Do you understand? We can if we can have uh let's say a debate on it. I would love it. Do you
Yeah,
understand? So
sure.
that
You can
we
send
can share
me.
more light.
Yes, you can send me a direct DM right now. I'll respond to you
Then
so we
follow
can
me. Let
have
me follow you back.
something. Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
All
Easy.
right. Yeah, you're welcome. Prof.
Yeah, so prophesied generation. Most people think, oh, that means I'm a prophet or we are like a religious platform. No, by prophesied generation, it's just simply like going by Christianity now. In the Bible, it said that some persons will come later on and they would ask questions like, oh, they would basically leave the faith like you are told. Now, as a Christian, you are told to look at us like people that are lost, people that are lost to the world, unbelievers, like we're called. But no, we are just basically a group of people that are saying, we've looked at this religion we're born into, we've analyzed the claims, that is the Bible now. What claims does this Bible hold? The person of Jesus, what are the claims this Bible has? He's the Son of God, God impregnated Mary this. Okay, we have gone outside the Bible to examine each claims, and we've come to a point in our journey where we are like, we don't believe anymore. We don't believe this, and it's okay to believe. It's okay to not believe. But the religious people are told that us, we are confused. We are demons. We just want to hear what our, the Bible describes us in a lot of ways. It even calls us, it calls us a lot of names. But we're just basically a generation of people that were born into maybe Islam or Christianity and any of these, especially Abrahamic religions that was not originally African in the first place. And right now we're at the point where we're like, no, we don't believe anymore, and it's okay to not believe as well.
Prophesied.
Yeah,
Um,
generation of
I
people questioning.
yeah, I am grateful for this time, and I don't take it for granted. I would want us to have this conversation in a time that is very due to us, so we can at least gather more information of what to share concerning the religion. Okay?
Yes, yes, I'm very open to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I followed you back.
All right, thank you. We'll chat. Okay, that was a very good first interaction. Good morning, everybody. Kotsun, it's been long I saw you here. So by historians, that means you believe the historical evidence that Jesus. Please give me a historical evidence that Jesus rose up after death. Please, I'm interested to know your source for his resurrection. Not a reference that says people believed he resurrected, or because again, that's back to belief. I'm curious to see the historical quotation that he resurrected apart from his death. Let me know.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine. I wanted to ask a question
Like what?
like, are you religious? Do you practice any religion?
Christianity.
Oh, that's great. Um, I was born into a Christian family as well. Were you born into a Christian family or you like converted later on in life?
I belong to Christian family.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah, I was born into a Christian family as well, but right now I'm not a Christian.
Eh,
Yes.
why?
I just don't believe the religious claims in the text and in the doctrine of Christianity anymore.
How?
Like the Bible, and I'm sure, like statistics show that people don't actually read the Bible, or at least they read a few verses. So once you read the full Bible, there are a lot of claims and a lot of historical claims. So what that happens is once you fact check a claim, you either see the falsehood in it and stop believing, or you stick to your bias, give it another interpretation, and just keep believing. So I chose to move on with good conscience. The different claims, even as pertaining the person of Jesus Christ. Right now, I am not. For like 3 years now, I've stopped believing in Christianity. I've stopped practicing the rituals like Holy Communion, fasting. Yeah.
Why do you
Have you ever have you ever questioned? Maybe you had a question about something you did not understand. Have you read the Bible before? I was waiting for that to happen. Oh, look at my Nigerians. They've never questioned. Yet they want to be Christians just for the promise of afterlife. They've never questioned. And then when they meet someone who is boldly saying these things, they freak out and they run away. They don't want to have the religious arguments because they've never had the religious arguments. It's so safe to just be like, oh, I'm a Christian. I believe this, heaven. I want to go to heaven, right? So it's very hard to pause and ask yourself, does heaven exist? What does it mean to be a Christian as an African? What does history say? And all these different questions. I'm very proud of myself that I dropped my bias, unlike man like Ukori, that I dropped everything, even if it would mean costing me my family, my friends, my circle, my identity, basically. Because a lot of people, their whole identity is being a Christian. You can tell me that, like even man like Okori, you are not even religious. There are a lot of people that their whole identity is Christ. So it's like asking that person to self-evaluate their whole self. I'm asking for a lot, I know, but slowly, people will start doing that, and hopefully they come to a conclusion that is right with them. It has to be right with you. A lot of people questioned Christianity and went back into Christianity. It felt right to them, so I'm happy for them. But for me, to never feel right to me to say I believe, like you can catch me in a church, or I can follow my friends for whatever special events in their church, but you would never see me saying, oh, I as Angel, I now believe that a Jewish guy died for my sins. It's like a mental shift that would never happen again in my lifetime. So it's like cool to be Christian. I can play being a Christian, but it's like a fine line in your mentality between I believe this guy died for, I genuinely believe it. And that is the difference between your politicians and you. Your politicians are playing the roles for elections. We know that religion and tribalism are the two major emotional things that fuel Nigerians to vote, religion and tribalism. So they play these things, but that does not mean mentally they actually, not all of them, some of them genuinely believe. That does not mean mentally all these people associating as Christians and Muslims for the media genuinely believe that a man died for their sins or that there is a God somewhere. And that is why I'm saying even pastors do not believe that. So I'm gonna try to invite one more person again. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. Hello,
Hello.
Prophecy. How are you?
Fine, how are you doing?
I'm good. Just chilling. Cool night
From the
here in
Caribbean?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Nice to have you here.
Yes, I appreciate being here. Let's play a match, sister.
Yes, yes. So as,
You
as
have
I'm
smoke?
from Nigeria.
Oh, you're from Nigeria. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Wow, wow, go on, Nigeria. Big up, big up, big up. Back, 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 back.
Thank you. So as my African brother, what do you think about the person of Jesus Christ or Christianity as a religion?
Uh, Do you know who Zeus is on Mount Olympus?
Yeah, Zeus, all those gods. Yeah,
Specifically Zeus. You see,
Zeus.
the story of God or the story of the Bible has so many similarities of Zeus. If you
Yes,
look at
yes.
it, it is the same storm god that they talk about. The
You talk about
Jews
Yahweh,
worship the
right?
same. Huh?
Talk about Yahweh, the Abrahamic storm god,
Exactly,
right?
Yahweh. Yahweh, the same storm god is. Yahweh was
So
a
you don't
storm
buy
god.
into all of that.
I would sooner buy into some ganja. Yes, I would sooner buy into some ganja. Thank you, Ghosty.
I mean, is it crazy there the way it is in my country, Africans and their love for Abrahamic religions?
I don't think it's crazy. I think it matches culture. I think we need to understand how the Abrahamic religions got here, how they were created, what was the foundation of these religions, and how come they can blend into so many cultures. Why can you see religion is hindered by culture? You can't understand Hinduism because of the culture. Religion is based off culture. So how is it that all Abrahamic religions are able to culturally navigate all cultural spaces? Why is it so universally accepted? What is so there is something about it that all thank you that all religion that all people have seen that they can accommodate mentally. Something that says, yes, I've seen this before. This is not new to me. This can be accepted. Why is it so easily accepted? What is the root of it? And until we understand the root, we will never understand the acceptance. So there must be a deep dive into history to understand what is the foundation of this. Where is it from? Not the first people to start worshipping this way, but what is this truly? What are we doing? And then we can answer the questions we have today by looking into the past.
Wow. Wow, I'm very, very happy we connected. Everything you've said, I agree totally. I recently deconstructed Christianity, and now I'm questioning. And like you said, it has to do with psychology because I see the Bible as also like a psychological book. There are a lot of psychological manipulations there. So yeah, it does have to do with the mentality. But there is something I feel like there is a lot of selling points as well. One of it is this, like you, for example, you tell a lie but then you don't believe you don't have this Christ, right? But then a Christian tells a lie, but then they apologize, and the belief is, oh, when they die, this Christ washes their own sin, takes them to the up there. But you, because you don't have this Christ, you do the same sin in quotes, but you don't have this blood of Christ, so you get pushed to the other side. So I feel like there's a lot of selling points where it's beneficial to say, oh, okay, I believe, and that is why most people cling to it. Because in Nigeria here, they just hold on to it for the sake of after they die, they are promised to be taken into the sky and all of that.
I get that. I can get that. It's an insurance policy for the afterlife. So they have thrown away the divinity of the ancestors for an insurance policy of streets of gold. While they walk on gold here, they take an insurance policy out for the gold they will never be sure of in death. And that is for me amusement.
I mean, I'm sure you've heard an African say their ancestors are demons, as the religion would describe.
Why would the ancestors be demons? What is it? Oh, tell me something. What tribe are you a part of?
Yeah, I'm from the Middle Belt, so I'm Idoma by tribe from
Iduma.
Nigeria.
Are the
Yes.
Iduma allowed to mix with the Yoruba?
By mix, you mean marriage?
Marriage, of course. I know certain bloodlines and bloodlines
Yeah,
cannot mix.
yeah, yeah. They can mix, but of course, the average person's mentality is
Super,
they
thank you.
want to get married to they want to get married to their tribal person. Like every tribe person always wants to get married to their tribe, but of course, there are intermarriages. It's not restricted.
I know it's not restricted, but it's not advised for certain tribes to
Yes,
mix
yes,
with certain
yes.
tribes.
Not, yeah.
Your family will frown upon you, and when it comes to adore, they won't accept. Is this true?
Well, I feel like it depends on the family as well.
Okay. Why is this important?
What's that?
The mixing of the bloodlines, or
I
rather, the
don't know.
preservation of others.
The preservation of certain tribes.
Yeah, preservation of the bloodlines specifically.
I feel like, of course, to continue the family heritage, lineage, what would you say?
I don't know. This is why I want to learn from those who are there. I do not want to misinterpret. You see, I have Western eyes. I have these constructed Western eyes. I will not interpret the East with Western eyes. I rather to ask the East to speak their truth. So I'm not here thinking, oh, I know these things. That is the fault of many Westerners to think they know better than who is there. You are there. You know. You teach. I follow. You understand? So I can learn from you. You understand? So I know some things, but I'd rather ask and you guys teach me so I can fully understand the root of Africa versus saying, okay, I know everything, I know everything. That is ignorance and arrogance. Thank you for the tops. I don't
Yes,
want to
yes.
operate arrogantly.
That is true. That is true. And that is why, like, some certain questions, I would rather say I don't know than say, okay, I believe it's like this. No, believe is not knowledge, and I would never confuse the both. So someone like you now, for example, if a let's say a Nigerian pastor or a Jamaican pastor walks up to you like, oh, they have a prophecy from their God for you, are you saying you wouldn't believe?
I would disrespect them.
A lot of
What is
people are
wrong with
already
me?
on
Why
their
would God
knees.
go all the way around me just so he could talk to you? What is wrong
Right,
with my phone? Why
right.
would God?
I
Yeah?
know I know a lot of people that even down to who they married, it was with prophecy from a pastor.
So what about me? Like, my phone does not work no more, eh? God can't call me. No? No, I don't want prophecy from nobody else but myself. If God say he wants to talk to me, I'm not busy. Got good signal, good reception, I listen well. He can talk to me. If
Wow, wow.
if I don't know. I don't know. What is so special about you that you are you intercepting my calls? Are you snatching my calls?
Why is it only you guys hearing him?
Yeah, are you scamming God? Are you telling God that you are are you trying to scam God? How are you getting calls for me from God? Like how do you know that God wanted to talk to me? How did you get these calls? Did you put up an advertisement? I received calls for Dada here. Was it how did you get a call from God to me? I don't know. It is strange to me, you know. What would you do if I said to you, I received a call from God for you?
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Like you
Eh?
said, if there was a God speaking to them, however, he should be delivering it directly to the people to intended. And like it's crazy that like even like a lot of religious people, once a pastor says God told me this, they don't question, they don't doubt, they just take it that yes, that God really did say this. And anything that pastor says, even if it's sell your cars or quit your job or anything, they
Sell
just
your
go
blood clot. Sell what? Oh my God, I would sell the pasta. Oh my God, that was funny. You said that the pastor say I have a prophecy. You sell your car for the church.
yeah, yeah. People sell their cars, their lands. To they call it doing the work of God or like forwarding the ministry of Jesus Christ.
I'm
They
doing the
have
work of God. Is God unemployed? So God is lazy,
right.
yo. God is lazy now, eh? God, I have to do His job of mine. I God no pay no bills. I do God job of mine now, eh?